Hello and welcome to the League of Average Gaming. I'm your host, League Master Jinchonord, and we are so close to completing the tutorial. We have to win this war against Syracuse, and I think that is all that remains, because we're going to attack his subject, and that should call in the Overlord, and we'll just take everything, and then we'll be a big winner. So we will see what happens. I don't know how many troops he has, but I hope our boats will be enough to slow him down. Alright, so Hellenistic city-state of Rhegium. We're going to declare war. They're not thrilled about said war. Why is that? Populists are in power, so they're pretty happy about that. I mean, I believe the military faction is the largest faction that we have. So perhaps we should just... Oh, we're not very popular. That is part of our problem. Okay. Well, we need to find the head of the military faction and become his friend. Military faction, looks like this is the party leader. So let us make friends with him and go from there. I'd rather not force our way through if we don't have to, but this gives us a chance to increase our manpower. The benefits of power. Quintius Fabulus Relius is the target of a brazenly outspoken critic who has been provoking his ire for some time. It seems the loudmouth is protected by political opponents of Quintius and believes himself to be untouchable. This could be an excellent opportunity to impress Quintius. Well, it looks like it's 5 tyranny either way, so we'll say that this is beneath us. Perhaps we'll get some other events that are favorable. That was kind of the point, was to avoid all of that. Everyone likes gold. Of all of the ways of making friends, a gift is perhaps both the oldest and simplest in the world of politics. Let's send him a large amount of money. 250. Try to get him to be our friend. He has been passed over. Oh, well, that causes more tyranny. This isn't right, no. It's the exact opposite of what I'm going for. I'm trying to avoid tyranny. Tribal people request migration. Sizable quantity of tribal people resident in the city of Interamenia have requested permission of the local administrative officers to cross the border into land owned by our neighbor, Pixentia. Oh, this guy? Okay. The request comes backed by a generous promise of gold, but our local officials are reluctant to lose such lucrative workers. Yeah, we'll let them leave. We'll get paid for that, that's fine. Spurned. Despite our best efforts to encourage his friendship, it appeared he was not convinced. Oh. That is too bad. We will just proceed with war anyway. Okay. Yes, there will be 5 tyranny, that is fine. It will go down slowly. Although, is there a way for us to become more popular? It's slowly going up. No, it's actually slowly going down. Oh, well, it seems about stable, because it's decaying minus 0.55, but we have so many bonuses that it's going up. Got it. Okay. We have arthritis. We are blunt. We are a scholar. Yeah, we'll just declare war anyway. Take the 5 tyranny. So that makes our primary culture unhappy and generals and whatnot unloyal. Slaves are doing more though, so that's nice. We'll move in. Oratory advance. Country civilization plus 2%. Death. Brings sad news. Marcus Valerius Corvus, the Praetor, is dead. Okay. Well, we will assign a new title to Spurius Fabius. He's only 21. And yet still has to be 7. Can you get across? It doesn't look like you can. That fort is really holding us off. Oh, that's something way over there. I don't care about that. Some local power gave up the threat of war. Not our problem. For now, we are not in Iberia at this yet. Another local power has fallen. Well, that's great all around the world. We are focusing on Rome. Tribal proposition. Our tribal neighbor Presentia has started investing a lot of their treasury into opening up the borders between our two nations. Hopefully this will prove beneficial for us as well, though their tribesmen are somewhat more unruly than we are used to. We should keep Presentia in mind, as they can prove good friends in the future as well. Surely only good things can come from this. Let's hope this friendship will be worth it. Some money for us. Okay, as soon as this fort falls, which is any moment now, we should be able to proceed onwards. At least one would hope. So since the Overlord took over, we can separate piece the subject. Interesting. Okay, sue for peace. Take your stuff. He's a subject. Oh, so we can't separate peace, but it looks like we can. Interesting. I would like this, and I would like this. And I'm going to take your money, and we're going to come take all of your stuff over there as well. Don't you forget it. Anyway, moving across the strait to the fort. Another advance. Another death. Ate a particularly rotten herring at the age of 77. Now watch out for those herrings. Ooh. Let's reinforce. He's got 19k there. Impatience is a virtue. These are the party leader of the military faction, is becoming increasingly restless of late. He believes that his stature is deserving of a key role in our government. He has approached our Senate, insisting that we bestow upon such a role upon him. Indeed, given his prominence, perhaps we should consider this carefully. Just wait a little longer. We'll lose some 20 loyalty if we don't do something soon, but what could we do? We could give him this. He's 69. He'll die soon. Why not? And also pick up an invention. What have we got? Monthly loyalty, legal patronage, a system of legal sponsorship will establish a means of hierarchy within the echelons of our realm. Yes. Let us take it. So this one war should finish the whole tutorial. Waiting merely on this fort for us to proceed, and looks like he's got one more fort in his country. Befitting stature. Settling into his new role well. He is of the belief that this was only befitting a man of his stature. He has decided to show his gratitude by offering a small donation to the state. How kind. Thanks. Gnaeus the Corrupt. Once one has taken a bribe, it's hard to turn back. Gnaeus Flavius, once a trusted member of society, has fallen far. He said that if you grease his palms with enough gold, he can get you anything. Oh dear. We are corrupt now. That's not good. Okay, siege is won. Let us proceed onwards. It's gonna be a tough battle, it looks like. Very even. But I think we're gonna pull it out here at the end. We lost more men, but we had more to spare, so that is okay. No need to continue running away. We can chase this army off to wherever it goes. And we will need the capital to make it part of the peace treaty. Martial advances. Yes, more morale of armies. Huzzah! Let's cut off his boats while we can. If those boats try to go anywhere, they're going to run straight into our navy. Okay, guess we will split things off. Best we can. Where are our subjects and why aren't they there? They're finally coming. They're making their way down here. Thought they never would come, but here they finally are, on their way. Spread of corruption. Concerned with the spread of corruption in our government, the representative of the military faction has roused sweeping support for changing our legal stance on corruption. He proposes we abolish corruption laws and replace it with far more stern anti-corruption tenets. Yes, I think we shall. It is a splendid proposal. We will gain popularity because of it. So we got one army refilling while the other army is sieging. Inventions. Yes, we get another invention. Which one shall we take? Military tradition cost minus 10%, because that keeps going up. So we'll take material science, concrete, carburization, bronze work, and even the working of wood contribute directly to the development of military technology. Harder steel, in particular, allows numerous innovations previously thought impossible. In Rome, the Praefectus Fabrium oversaw this dissemination of various military innovations directly. It looks like the army is going to try to go back and reclaim the fort that we've already sieged down. That can't be good. Do you really need these boats here to get across? Looks like you do. There just were too few of you. More subjects would come down that way, but I think we've got a good advantage over him. So I'm not worried that his minus 35 is going to beat our 0. So we should win before he can do anything. Foreigner arrives. Okay. Well, welcome to our country, mister. You enjoy the sights of Rome. Peace imminent. When 905 days have passed with no contest over the war goal and it's fully occupied, Rome may get the province of Calabria in an enforced peace. Okay. Interesting. Minister of Excellent. The fine display of financial acumen has made significant alterations to the national budget. We should expect to see much better revenue this year. Well, that's fantastic. 10% tax for us for 2 years. Glory to Rome. Closing in on his army. He's at 0. Now 21. Come on, 42%. Don't let him steal this out from underneath us. There we go. 100%. Sue for peace. We wish to take everything, and you cannot stop us. Conquest of Syracuse. The great city of Syracuse has finally fallen to our troops, and now in our hands, Syracuse has been the capital of the Syracusan despots for a long time, a center of learning and technology in Magna Graecia. The city saw a lot of struggles with their Carthaginian neighbors to the southwest, as well as several conflicts with the other Greek city-states in the region. With the city under our control, our men and advisors wonder how we should treat our old enemy. There have been people asking for us to sack the city to the ground and bring everything valuable back to Roma. We could get lots of popularity and get up to 100. Get lots of money, lose some popularity, get some research points, even more money. I don't want to lose popularity like that, so the marvelous city will become a new essential part of Rome. Catania, the capital of Sicilia. As the largest city in the province of Sicilia, Catania plays an essential role in controlling the area. By introducing their population to Roman culture and assimilating some of them with our own ways, we would turn them to our cause and make sure the province will stay loyal as we continue our expansion in the future. 100 civic power to make people Roman. We are using that right now, so this Site city will never be properly Roman. Okay, tutorial objective: conquer southern Italy. Rome has begun to fulfill her destiny under your capable hands. The last challenge is to put an end to the Greek interference in Italy. Strike at the state of Syracuse and show them that Rome no longer needs the patronage of the Greeks. To war! Conquer Syracuse. Done. Tutorial complete. Congratulations. You completed the tutorial for Imperator Rome. If you'd like to continue and have a look around or simply continue playing, please note that difficulty has been adjusted for the purposes of the tutorial and that we recommend playing a regular game in order to get accustomed to how countries will usually interact with you. Continue into tutorial mode. Okay, so that is it. That is the tutorial. We have completely finished it off, and this is what you look like at the end. So yes, like they said, it is on a different difficulty level. When you actually play the game, it will be a little harder, and that is just fine. But for learning all the mechanics, figuring out how to interact with other countries, and the research and the points, and yada yada yada, it is a fine tutorial. I don't really see a need to proceed onwards through it, though, since we've completed all of the objectives, and we've gotten a good sense of how the game works. So I think we will end this series here, and pick up a new series in the actual game, play on Iron Man, and start our hunt for all of the Imperator achievements. Maybe playing as Rome, maybe playing as someone else, but definitely playing in Iron Man. So thank you all for joining us here in the tutorial of Imperator Rome. I hope you learned something. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If so, please feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below. But for the League of Average Gaming, I've been your host, League Master Gensnord. We'll see you in the next campaign.